Hello, friends. Hello, friends. Hello, friends. It's time to say hello. Hello again, everybody, and welcome again to the New Orleans Public Library for our virtual story time. My name is Jeff. I'm at the Children's Resource Center this week. We do these every week. If you go to NOLALibrary.org, you will see our collection of virtual story times. Also, on Saturday mornings, we're doing a live virtual story time over Zoom, which is also something you can sign up for at NOLALibrary.org. Today, we are going to use our felt board to tell the story of the 3 little pigs. And the stars of our show are on the board with us this morning. The reason we like to use the felt board in our story time is it gets us into the mechanics of developing a narrative, both with our hands and with our minds and with our words. So if you have, if you're at home and you have like a couple of items like pictures or different puppets or animals, you can kind of work with the little ones to get them to try and tell their own stories. We're going to step by step tell stories about the pigs as we move them around the board. You and someone at home can tell stories about the things that they see on the way to the doctor's office, or on the way on the things that they see around the house, and make up their own stories about that. I'll just show you what I'm talking about. Let's take our pigs, and we'll do a quick little rhyme. And this goes, the pigs are down by the lake. It goes like this. It goes, down by the farm, by the big blue lake, there were 3 little pigs, for goodness sake. One fell in, and the mud washed away. And that little pig was ready to play. Down by the farm, by the big blue lake, there were 2 muddy pigs, for goodness sake. One fell in, and the mud washed away, and now that little pig was ready to play. And then down by the farm, by the big blue lake, there was only 1 muddy pig, for goodness sake. And that pig fell in, and the mud washed away, and now that little pig was ready to play. So we moved all of our pigs from the lake into their play space. So I think it might be time to get started to play the 3 little pigs. Once upon a time, there were 3 little pigs who wore very colorful sets of overalls. And one day, they decided it was time to go out into the world and seek their fortune. Along the way, the first little pig met a man carrying a bundle of straw. "Hello," said the pig. "I've gone out into the world to seek my fortune, and I need some help building my house." "Well," said the man in the street, "I like the way you dress, son. And I just happen to have an extra bundle of straw that I'm not going to use, but maybe you can use it to build your house." "Ah, thank you so much, sir," said the first little pig. And he went off and built his house out of straw. Very soon afterward, the second little pig was going along in the street, and he met another man. And this man was carrying a bundle of sticks. "Hello, sir," said the second little pig. "I've gone off into the world to seek my fortune, and I would like some help building my house." "Well," said the man, "Son, I really like your outfit. And I just happen to have a bundle of sticks that I'm not going to use, but maybe you can use them to build your house." "Oh, wow, thank you very much. How kind," said the second little pig. And the second little pig built his house out of sticks. Very soon afterward, the third little pig was off and looking for something to do. And he met another man who happened to be carrying a bundle of bricks. "Hello, sir," said the third little pig. "I've gone off into the world to seek my fortune, and I would like some help building my house." "Well," said the man, "I happen to have here this pile of bricks that I'm not using. And son, I really like your outfit. And so I'm going to give you my pile of bricks, and you should use those to build your house." "Wow, thank you very much," said the third little pig. And so he went and built his house out of bricks. One day, as the first little pig was hanging out in his house, a big bad wolf showed up at the door. Little pig, let me in," said the wolf. And that first little pig, well, he was inside of his house, and he didn't want any wolves coming in. So he said, "Not by the hair of my chinny chin chin." Well, it didn't stop the wolf from acting. The wolf said to that pig, "Well, then I'll huff, and I'll puff, and I'll blow your house in." And that wolf, true to his word, he started to huff and puff, and he blew the straw house down. "Oh no," said the little pig. He was so scared that he turned and he ran all the way to his brother's house made out of sticks, and they both hid inside there. The wolf followed the first pig over to the second pig's house. And when he came to the door, that big bad wolf said to the pigs inside, little pigs, let me in." And the two little pigs, again, very scared of the big bad wolf, but not too scared to say anything back, said, "Not by the hair of our chinny chin chins." The wolf knew what to do. He said straight up to the pigs, "Well then, I will huff, and I will puff, and I will blow your house in." And sure to his word, that wolf, he huffed, and he puffed, and he blew the house of sticks down. And those two little pigs were so scared of that big bad wolf, they didn't even stop to talk to him. They turned and ran all the way to their brother's house, made out of bricks, where all three of them hid inside from the big bad wolf. Well, that wolf, he kept on coming, and he walked all the way up to the brick house door that belonged to the third pig. And all three of those pigs were hiding inside. And the big bad wolf said to the pigs inside of the house, little pigs, let me in." And the three little pigs, this time because they're living in a brick house and they're not very worried, they said to the wolf, "Not by the hair of our chinny chin chins." And the wolf said, "Well, I'll tell you what, I'm going to huff, and I'm going to puff, and I'm going to blow that there house right in." And that wolf, he got to huffing and puffing. He huffed, and he puffed, and he blew. But nothing happened. So he tried again. He huffed and he puffed and he blew at the brick house. But again, nothing happened. And that big bad wolf, he huffed and he puffed all day, and he could not blow the brick house in. "Oh," said the big bad wolf, "I'm so tired from huffing and puffing. Why won't you pigs let me in?" Well, the little pig said, "We don't want you to eat us, Mr. Wolf." "Eat you?" said the big bad wolf. "Why would I eat you? My mama made all this gumbo. I'm just looking for some nice friends to share it with." "Oh," said the three little pigs. "Well, in that case, we like gumbo too. Why don't you come inside?" And so that day, three little brother pigs and one big, hungry, but maybe not so bad wolf sat around and shared a nice bowl of gumbo. The end. Okay, wasn't that great? There were a couple of themes in that story that go with some books that I brought with me that I'd like to show you. We're not going to read them, but I thought maybe I'd show you these. They're available at the library for you to check out. They match some of the themes that we hit on in our Three Little Pigs story. The first theme was sort of about being friends with someone who's a little bit different from you, or maybe not being quite as scared of someone who is scary at first. This is a book called Wolf's Coming. It's about a wolf. It's by Joe Kolka, and it's a really cute story. You go through it. It starts off with the wolf coming out of the forest, and all of the animals are running and running and running so they can hide from him. And the tension builds in the story until at the end you kind of discover that they just wanted to throw the wolf a surprise party. There's another one that is kind of like this that we also drew a little inspiration from, and that is Rick Walton's Why the Banana Split. This one is about a dinosaur who shows up and scares everybody in town. And through the process of everyone running away from the dinosaur, they kind of make a lot of little puns, such as the jump ropes having skipped town, etc., etc. It's really cute. At the end, what turns out that the dinosaur only wants us to eat fruit. So most of the people in the town are safe, except for, of course, the bananas. And then another thing that we kind of hit on in Three Little Pigs is about helping your community. The brothers help each other out, obviously, but also the people that they meet in the street help them to build their houses in our story. And also at the end, they all help the wolf, and they get together and share. One of our favorite books about helping people is called One Duck Stuck by Phyllis Root. It's a counting book. So you get the duck stuck in the muck, and then as it goes on, the different animals come to help them, and they come in numbers, and you can count up as they go. And then another thing that we learn in the Three Little Pigs is how to be prepared for and how to handle disasters or just scary events. This is a book called Stay Through the Storm, and it is by Joanna Rowland, and it's a very sweet book, but it's about a hurricane or a storm, a heavy weather event, which we do get in New Orleans, and then it's just about having a friend or a family member to weather the storm with and to be supportive of. And so check any of these out. They're all at NOLA Library. You can find them in the catalog at NOLALibrary.org, and of course you can call any of your local branches and they'll be happy to set them out for you to come and pick up the contact list if you like. So also we wanted to mention at NOLALibrary.org you can take advantage of our e-resources. One of the things that we thought about today was if you're interested in learning more about actual real life pigs and wolves, a great resource there is our Britannica Online, because it will provide you with information for adults and also children's versions of their articles too. So you could get facts about wolves, about pigs, maybe about gumbo. And anyway, that's going to do it for story time today, y'all. So thanks everyone for joining us. We are going to finish today with a song. This is a song about building a house and sharing it with a friend. So we're going to go very slowly so that everyone can get the signs. And thanks again for joining us. It goes like this. I will build a house with a chimney tall, with a sloping roof and a garden wall. 2 little doors that'll open wide. 2 little windows I can peek inside. I will build a table big enough for 2, with a chair for me and a chair for you. Knock on the door, come right in, 'cause my house is shiny like a bright new pen. Very good, everyone. Thanks again for joining us, and we will see you next time.